Good morning to all of you. This is in today's lecture we will study the speed control of DC motor. In the previous unit, we studied how can be how we control any AC voltage and DC voltage, just like chopper is used to control DC voltage from one level to other level. Similarly, rectifier is used to rectify AC voltage into DC voltage. Cycle converter converts one level of AC voltage to another level of AC voltage. These switching device, thyristors and IGBT, all these power electronic devices are used to control the output voltage. In conventional method of speed control, these three methods are used in conventional for the controlling of the speed of a motor by varying the resistance of the armature circuit. It's a rheostat control. Second is by varying the flux of the armature field winding, flux control by varying the applied voltage. So these are the conventional method of to control the speed of an DC motor, but these are not very economical. These are not very flexible because to varying a resistance, it's a very robust, but it's a very rough and tough process. There's a tear of problem occur, and there's lost short circuit problem can also happen during this method. In the modern method, today's method, how in the method to control the speed of a DC motor, solid state devices are used. Now these devices are thyristor, MOSFET, IGBT. This type of speed control is called Ward-Linod drive. These devices act as semiconductor switches to control the speed of any DC machine. We can control the fire on the basis of firing angle of any device. We can control the output voltage of the motor. Types of DC drives. There are phase control rectifier fed DC drives. The phase control in this phase of the output signal is controlled by the switching devices such as MOSFET, IGBT and thyristor, all these things. According to input supply, first is according to input supply, single phase rectifier fed DC drive, 3-phase rectifier fed DC drive. DC drive means the DC motor operation is controlled by the rectified output. According to the quadrant operation, 1 quadrant operation, 2 quadrant operation and 4 quadrant operation, on the basis of in which quadrant we operate the device, it is subclassified into quadrant operation. Third is chopper and fed DC drives. Chopper fed DC drives means chopper is the DC one level of voltage DC converted to another level of voltage, so chopper is used for the control of the DC speed of DC motor. 1 quadrant chopper drive, 2 quadrant chopper drive and 4 quadrant chopper drive. On the basis of these, we can control the speed of an motor. These are the block diagram of the single phase control rectifier for DC drives. Suppose this is AC source which is given to the phase control rectifier. Phase control rectifier is any type of half control, either full control or bridge rectifier, which consists of thyristors, and the output of the rectifier given to the motor and motor output given to the load. So these are the block diagram of the controlling mechanism of a DC motor. Here the AC supply is fed to the 3-phase rectifier circuit. AC supply may be single phase or 3-phase. Controlled rectifier converts AC voltage into variable DC voltage. When we need more speed, we can increase. We can on the basis of firing angle, we can control the speed of the motor. Here the circuit consists of SCR. This circuit consists of SCR by varying the firing angle of the output. voltage can be controlled. The variable output voltage fed to DC motor and variable input voltage can be fed to the DC motor, and the speed of the DC motor is controlled. The output voltage of the phase control rectifier is controlled by the firing angle alpha. On the basis of this alpha, the output voltage can be controlled. The control output voltage fed to the DC motor, input of the DC motor, and the speed of this motor can be controlled. Single phase control rectifier fed separately excited DC motor drives. You can see this is the block diagram of the single phase controlled DC drive, rectifier DC drives. Here is AC supply given, single phase AC supply given to the single phase rectifier. It consists of the thyristors, either it's a bridge rectifier or there is a full rectifier, depends on the circuit of the entire circuit of this. We will get output voltage VA. That output voltage is nothing but that voltage will drop across this motor. Motor consists of back EMF EB, armature resistance and armature inductance. So that voltage will come across this circuit, and this DC machine is separately excited by the same AC voltage given to the rectifier. So on the basis of this figure shows the block diagram of single phase active separately excited DC motor. The armature voltage controlled by means of half wave control or full wave control depends on the half wave control, either full wave control depends on the requirement of the speed of the motor. One phase AC supply is fed to the sine single phase control rectifier. The control rectifier converts fixed AC into variable DC voltage. This fixed AC voltage can vary variable DC voltage by use of this control rectifier. By varying the firing angle of the converter, we will get variable DC voltage. The field winding is fed from the AC through the diode bridge rectifier. This is field winding, this is diode bridge rectifier circuit. This field winding is energized by this voltage. These are the mathematical formulation of the speed control, how speed is controlled in the DC motor. You can see the parameter of the circuit of DC motor is separated by, is represented by back EMF, armature resistance and armature inductance. You can see here the parameter is represented by the back EMF, armature resistance, and this is a mathematical electrical equivalent model of any DC machine. It consists of armature resistance, armature inductance and back EMF. Back EMF is equal to Km of into omega. It means Km is a constant, motor constant, omega is a frequency of the motor. Omega is speed in radian per second. Phi is the flux in the machine. Torque developed by the motor is directly proportional to flux phi into current I. The flux is constant because flux is constant, so it is directly proportional to current IA, armature current. Torque developed in the motor, because when torque is more, the speed will be more. Torque will be directly proportional to the armature current. The armature voltage given as the VA equal to EV plus IARA. Just apply the KVL. VA equal to IARA plus IARA plus EV. Voltage drop across this. So armature voltage is a combination of back EMF plus voltage drop across the resistance. Back EMF represented by Km omega m. Now rearrange the term, you can get omega m equal to Vs BA minus IARA into Km. You can observe from here that if armature current is increased, the speed will be omega will be decreased. If armature current increase, the torque will be increased. When armature current increases, more drop will be across this, then speed will be less. And back EMF is directly proportional to phi into omega, and flux is directly proportional to field current which apply across the field winding. So back EMF is equal to K m motor constant IF into omega m. Further, Kf can be given problem equation can be further Km motor constant can be break into Km into Kf, and these are the final equation of the back EMF. It depends on the field current and frequency of radian per second of the bindings. Similarly, torque equation is directly proportional to phi into Ia. As we know, phi is directly proportional to If, so we can represent phi with If, and we can get final expression of torque is equal to K phi f into Ia. You can see the speed can be controlled of any motor with the help of armature current. Armature current will be more, then speed will be less. You can see when we plot the graph between depends on the speed omega m versus frequency versus omega m versus angle alpha. When firing angle will be more, the speed will be less. This is back EMF. So you can see when alpha angle will be more firing angle, the speed will be decreased. EMF will this is omega versus armature current. Omega versus when alpha increase, the speed will be decreased. So these are the equations of the mathematical equation of the speed control of the DC motors. Thank you.